Hi there everyone, welcome to the rather dark, scary, dark, dank shed where my other brewing fridge is, normal ale kind of fridge. I've got one of those Inkbird controllers hooked up to it, which I think I showed you before. I just thought I'd show you some top cropping. So I know I did a couple of little short videos or a couple of clips earlier about an experimental recipe that I made 48 hours ago. I pitched WLP 001 into it. You'll probably see in a moment it's glugging away quite nicely. So I just thought, because I haven't really seen much of it on YouTube and whether you guys would be interested or not, I'm going to do a bit of top cropping. So I'm actually going to crop the top yeast cake off the top. I've done bottom cropping for a while, but those of you who've seen some of my other videos, I've had a few issues. I don't know whether it's me with sterility or what with the yeast getting infected or mutating and just going a bit funky. Watch my previous video for a couple of bad beers, which apart from the coriander is clearly down to yeast. Anyway, so I thought we'd do a bit of top cropping, and then actually maybe we could follow it all the way through and repitch it, or make a starter with it and repitch it, and then we can see, hopefully, fingers crossed, that it'll come out all good. It might be a bit of a guide for some of you guys out there to have a go at trying to do some of this yourself. So I'm going to put you down. I might show you the fermenter glugging away quite nicely. I've just disconnected the heater, or hairdryer as I like to call it, from there, so when we open it up it doesn't go crazy and you can actually hear what I'm saying, assuming you do. And then then we'll try and do a bit of a cropping, and hopefully you'll be able to see what's going on. So right, let me swizz you around, and just so you can see the good old fermenter glugging away. So let's just flip you around. Hang on a second. There we go. Turn you around here, so we open it up, should be able to see that this is about 48 hours in, so it's glugging away like a beauty. The yeast is in a full munching mode. You can probably just about make out there's a beauty great big krausen on there as well, so there should be plenty of yeast there to harvest. So let's give this a pause, and we'll get you set up. Right, so here we are. I've just lifted the old bad boy down. Hang on a minute. We've got nicely sterilised jar and spoon here that I've had in the oven. It's like on 110 degrees for like an hour to make sure it's properly sterilised. So what we'll do is we'll pop the lid off and we'll try and harvest some of this yummy yeast cake. And I'd say that's looking pretty good. If you ask me, I think that's pretty much what we're looking for. So we can balance that quite nicely there. And let's see if we can get some of this. Now I'm led to believe it's the topmost you're after is the most flocculent good yeast. So we'll try and get as much as we can, probably some liquid in here as well, because the thing I've found is that to get all of the yeasty bubbles to kind of break down a bit, so you can get as much in here as you can. Give it a stir to kind of beat the bubbles out the air. See, all just bubbles in there, look. Interestingly, try and get some of the flocking beasties that are floating around at the top there. And I would say that should do us. There's got to be a good amount of yeast in there, isn't it? You can see that? Look at that, look. So that's got to be the kiddie. So, pop that onto there. See if we can get the lid on. And there we go. Right, let's pop the lid back on here. And hopefully she should just carry on glugging away, hopefully, all going to plan. That should be some good yeast for the next batch. Job done. Just in case I hadn't shown it to you, any of you guys before, just so you know, on my fridge I've got here, I've got one of these Inkbirds, you see that? Really good packaged bit of kit, does everything you need, no need to try and make your own fermentation fridge and bits and pieces and relays and stuff anymore. Just buy one of these, works out the same price, so you can just set your temperature you want. This is your actual temperature going on here, and then you've got your two plugs just here, one for heat, one for cool. Obviously heat goes to the, in my case, the hairdryer, cool goes to the fridge. Does everything it needs. Obviously I just had the door open, harvesting the yeast, so you can see that it's just going to be warming up away, but in no time at all, back up to temperature. We'll come back in an hour or two and make sure it's still glugging away like it used to. But anyway, harvested yeast there. I'm going to give that a bit of a rinse off, stick a label on it, and that'll go in the fridge, and that'll do lovely for next time. Look, it's starting to collect all that lovely yeast in the bottom already. Job done.